What's up, friends? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Elizabeth, and this is The Joyful Sojourn, a community of people that loves stationery and planning, loves doing creative and decorative journaling and planning. If those things are up your alley, then definitely consider subscribing to my channel and hanging out with us again. Today, one of my favorite things to do on the channel is actually unboxings and like product reviews. And today we're unboxing the cloth and paper subscription box for February 2025. I did already open this because I wasn't planning on getting it and I wasn't going to put an unboxing on my channel. So a couple of the things are opened. Sorry, I apologize in advance. But then I was like, I should probably show this because some of you are considering the cloth and paper subscription and you might be curious about it. So this is the box. It is giant. I have not received a cloth and paper box in a couple of months. I keep skipping, and I meant to skip this one because I wasn't interested in anything in the box, but I guess I didn't skip it in time and it arrived. So this size box is new to me. I don't know if it's new specific for this month because of how big the big item is in this box, could be. But this is a different box than we typically see from the cloth and paper subscription. It says fresh starts and new rituals. This pen line is from my daughter because I have a toddler and she's cute and she likes to draw and stuff. So big box, and we even have a new sticker here in a bright blue, which I think is a little hinty hint at the kind of fresh start, new rituals theme. Maybe blue is a big part of that. I don't know. But let's open it up. I do purchase this box on my own, and I sign up for the like paid in advance ones, which knocks the price per box down a little bit. And I do that because I like, sharing things on my channel, having a variety of different products. And so, yeah, I do the subscription. But like I said, I skip whenever I'm, not sure I'm going to like the things in the box. So I did open this. So you'll see it's kind of popped out. And then I was like, I should show this. Okay, so the big ooh la la item in the February 2025 box is this thing. It's a flat piece of plastic that pops into a caddy, like a planner caddy. Now, if you're a big planner person, you probably already have a caddy, and the caddy that you have is better than this one. But if you don't have a caddy and you like to, let's see if I can rebuild this on my own. It does seem fairly intuitive, I think. Ugh. She says as she struggles. I'm trying to do this all in one shot. I think those stay like that. And then I'm pretty sure this is supposed to wedge right in there. It might go a different way, actually, just seeing how that's popped up. Maybe on the inside. And then this flap. Does this flap go out like that? You could probably... No, I think the flaps need to be on the inside. Sorry, guys. I didn't practice. I didn't practice this. I'm pretty sure it's something like this. You can go to the Cloth and Paper YouTube channel if you want a complete tutorial of how to assemble this box. But it folds on the bottom so that when you have it all constructed, you've got 4 different sections here. It says cloth and paper. Very thick, frosted plastic, cloth and paper on the other side. And I think it's supposed to, stand straight and tall. Then you pop this guy and you've got like a little handle. And it's mimicking a fast food takeout carrier for your beverages, although it is a little bit wider. Honestly, I won't be using this as a planner caddy because I don't need it. There's not enough room in here for it, but I could see myself putting this in the car and maybe making a little diaper station there with some diapers, maybe some snacks for Esther, water bottle, and having this be something maybe that sits on the floor in the back seat for my toddler. So, just giving you some other ideas. I definitely did not construct this right. Hold on, let me give it one more go. I think this is supposed to be underneath like that. Yeah, I think that's supposed to be underneath. And then Yep, I think that's it. Much better. So I'll find a use for this, but because I knew this was the ooh la la item of the February box that people were excited about, I think, that's why I was going to skip it, because I don't really need this, but I will find a use for it. You know, storage is storage is storage. And even like in the hatch of my car, like I don't have a trunk, I have a hatch that opens up. I could see this sitting in the hatch, maybe with a couple books or something for Esther. So we'll see how I end up using this. But this is the first item in the cloth and paper box, and why that box was so freaking ginormous. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more so we can see a little bit better and open up all's the things. So I think the theme of this box was like morning rituals or like starting up new healthy habits in the morning, and the aesthetic was very like coffee shop, croissant, coffee. I love the vibes of the box. I love the imagery around the theme of the box. So let's look at the kind of loose papers actually. So first item here, there's your aesthetic, right? The fresh start aesthetic. I think it's very cozy. I like it. I don't read the New York Times, but I appreciate the newspaper, coffee, and croissant. Let me check the back to make sure there isn't anything important. Okay, so I'm covering up the QR code. So you will get access to a special page on the website for purchasing additional items from the box and from previous boxes. And this is actually the tour card of what's in the February box. But because it's so aesthetically pleasing, if you have a wrap cover or a snap cover with pockets, you could clip this into the front of your planner and kind of change things out, the look of it on the front of your planner. So that is our tour card essentially. Then we have a journaling card that says fresh start. Morning is an important time of day because how you spend your morning can often tell you what kind of day you're going to have. Lemony Snicket. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus Aurelius. And the Dalai Lama says, every day, think as you wake up. Today, I am fortunate to have woken up. I am alive. I have a precious human life. I am not going to waste it. So that's kind of just some good memory or good things to reflect on in the mornings. One of my favorite things to do in the mornings that I'm trying to get back into the habit of is actually morning scripture reading. And so if you're curious about what my faith planner looks like and how I'm doing scripture writing, I do have a reel on my Instagram account, The Joyful Sojourn, where I talk about the tools that I'm using to just write down in my planner a scripture verse every day. And it's just a good habit to get into, to get back into your Bible and to, just like reconnect in the morning with the Lord. So that is my morning ritual. Let's take a look at this other piece of paper. My camera is so high up now, so I'm having to stand up every time I want to make sure you guys can see it. But this is the monthly card. It used to be a plastic card, like a credit card. Then they changed it to a pop-up card, which I was not a big fan of. And now it's just a really nice linen-y, super thick cardstock. And it's just a flat piece. So you can use dart markers on it. You can use stickers. You can write things down. And then you can clip this in the front of your planner as well. So I like these the best, I think, of the different iterations we've seen of the monthly thingamabobbers. Let's take a look at the sticky notes. The ritual sticky notes for your daily consumption, 50 sheets, 3x3. Here's our second nod to the blue packaging. Ooh, this is different. So we have paper circle sticky notes, 3-inch circumference, and the backing on this matches the sticky note color. That is new. Again, I haven't gotten a box in a couple of months, so maybe it's been like this for a while, but the aesthetic of these sticky notes is on point. I like that this paper is matching the color of the sticky notes. And I like that it is fitted to the sticky notes, because 9 times out of 10, when I've gotten sticky notes from a cloth and paper box, I've cut down the packaging because it doesn't fit in the things that I'm using to store my sticky notes. So I love that this is like kiss cut almost. I mean, we've got the edges, but it fits the sticky notes. So I don't need an extra, 2 inches. So well done, cloth and paper. And this aesthetic is getting even better. The tone on tone on tone, I think, is really nice. So, and I like that this is a lighter color sticky note. So it's much more usable for everyday planning. So I am liking those sticky notes. Okay, so I like to save inserts and like cover type things for last. So let's take a look at the pens. These are the February pens. You get a set of 2. I've been critical of pens from cloth and paper in the past, so we'll have to see what the vibe is for these. So we have the V5 Pilot. This is this is gonna be a needle tip pen. And we should test this. I'm guessing it's going to be blue ink for both of these. So this is the V5. So it's probably a 0.5. Yeah, 0.5 Pilot. I have no complaints over the Pilot needlepoint pens. I think they write really well. But, some people got a thing about blue colored pens. So I'm curious to see what you guys think about the pens this month. It's on brand. Everything is like matching with the pops of blue, so it makes sense. But yeah, blue inked pen. What do you guys think? The next pen is a Schneider pen. So Schneider is a Germany-based company, and I'm guessing this is going to be, it doesn't say what the pen type is. It's a clicker. It has a really interesting grip on it. I don't know if you can see, but it actually narrows down, almost like creating these little like indents for your fingers. I like that the nib is protected with a piece of wax. And although I don't hold my pen up here, so that doesn't feel quite natural. I hold it a little bit lower. Yeah, a lot lower, actually. Ooh, it's black. Black. And is that gel? Yes. It is a gel pen, black, 0.5, Schneider. I'm going to go ahead and say that this pen is a miss for me. It feels a little cheap. And maybe because I'm using it on paper that's not white. Could that be? Oh, it writes a little bit darker on my desk mat versus the pad itself. I don't know. I think it's interesting how the curves are on the pen. I like the concept of that, but because it's so high, I actually don't write with my fingers up here. I write with my fingers down here. Like I get more like into it. So I'm actually missing the benefit of that grip, and I can already feel like my fingers kind of firing. Pregnancy-induced carpal tunnel, guys. Like two years postpartum, I still get firing in my fingers. This pen is really uncomfortable, which is sad because of the grooves that they have. So this is going to be a pen that I pass on to somebody else. This one I'll keep because I love a needle tip. Okay, let's take a look at the filleted stickers in the color espresso. We've got, ooh, I like that the shapes are to scale so we can see the different sizes of the shapes. 48 small, 50 medium, and 14 large. What do the large look like? Say more. Oh, the large is large. Interesting. So here's our small. The espresso color is really nice. It's brown, but it pulls almost purple in its prettiness. It's a very pretty brown. So there's the small. Here is the medium. And then the big kahuna. Upside down. The big ones. Those are big. I like the shape of these. Willing to bet that when I do start using these stickers, I will not be using them functionally. I'm going to create patterns on my planning pages and use them decoratively because I think this pattern is really cool. And often the way that the sticker designers like set up their sheets is inspiration for me. And I can see this being like a really cool pattern to put across the page. So yeah, I'm willing to bet that I'm actually going to use these decoratively rather than functionally, but I'm sure they have examples on their Instagram page of where they're placing these in their planners. But that style of planning is not really my aesthetic. So I'm always trying to think of ways to use things, use my stash, but it be like organic and true to the way that I plan so that I'm, you know, getting good use out of these things. Because the subscription boxes that I get the cloth and paper one occasionally, and then I do get the Jane's Agenda monthly, and that one really is yeah, and I pay for them myself, so I want to make sure that I'm finding a use or I'm, you know, passing them along because I am paying for them. But yeah, sometimes things aren't my style, and that's okay. So the next item in this box, actually, let's do these inserts because I'm curious. I do get the mini HP size in both the cloth and paper and the Jane's Agenda box. I keep mentioning the Jane's Agenda box because it's the two kind of stationery themed boxes that I get every month. I get some sticker subscriptions, which I consider a different category, but the cloth and paper and the Jane's Agenda are both planning and lifestyle themed boxes. And the Jane's Agenda one should be arriving today, actually. And so they're going to be posted on my channel very closely after one another. And so you can see kind of a different in styles. But my point to that, as I'm grabbing this, is for both of these boxes, I get the mini Happy Planner size, which is 7 punches on the disc. I was getting half letter for a long time, but because I'm using an A5-ish sized planner, 2 different planners in that A5 size, I want something a little bit smaller and different from the half letter. So this is the mini HP. Whatever planner size you have is what you'll want to set up your subscription with so that all of your inserts are going to match and fit into the planner that you have. So these are called the half-page ritual inserts. And I said this about the Jane's Agenda box two boxes ago. There was only one set of inserts, and my personal preference with these boxes, I want to see 2 different types of inserts. I just do. Personal preference, I'm not a part of these companies in any way, but I'd like to see 2 inserts. I think it makes it feel more like a better value for the money, and it ensures like a greater chance that you're going to use what's inside. So this month, cloth and paper having 1 insert, I'm kind of like meh. And actually these inserts are half sheet inserts, and there's no structure to them, which I actually think is nice, but some might say, oh, that's not like a great value. That's totally up to you. But we just have lines up at the top, and then we have lines with a column going down the side or down the margin for a checklist. So these could be habits. This could be your to-do list and checking things off. Whatever you need, it's additional planning pages, which is nice when you need to kind of tip something in. You need a little bit extra planning space. You can pop this into your planner, and it's only covering half of the sheet behind it. On the other side is just all lines. So this is a very simple insert. I'm curious about what you guys think for this being the main insert. I like tip-ins like this. I think that they're handy, but for them to be the only insert in the box, I'm like, oh, that's a little disappointing, actually. So I wish that there was another insert that maybe had a little bit more oomph to it, but there's no denying that this is probably the most universally user-friendly. You can use these for anything because there are no headers, and it's basically a blank canvas. So we have our little tip-ins, is what I'm going to call them. Then we have, this was actually, maybe this is why there was only 1 insert, because the value of this box is higher because of this, but it's a cover and dashboard set. And for them to include a cover in a box, at this price point is actually quite nice. And because I am a mini person, this is a mini. So we have a frosted cover and back. So it's a set, frosted. And it says, Voulure c'est pour voir. I always want to lean Spanish, but it's French, clearly. I'm guessing it says new beginnings or fresh start. And then where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Okay, it's repeated, cloth and paper, cloth and paper. And this is just meant to be a snap-on cover on a planner. But what I would do, honestly, if I had been thinking about this more clearly, maybe I would have changed the size of this box to, like a size I've been curious about, but I haven't tried before. Like maybe cloth and paper has, what is it, the pocket CP Petite, maybe? Maybe I would have changed this specific box to the CP Petite. That way I would have a cover in the CP Petite size. So hindsight is 2020. I wasn't even going to get this box and I forgot to cancel it. But if I had known, if I had, been thinking about it, knew I was going to get it and knew that there was a cover set in it, I would have gotten a different size. And that is something I would recommend if you are, if you're subscribing to a box and you are all about the spoilers. If you see that there's a cover in it, in any box, whether it's cloth and paper, or maybe you get the deluxe box from Jane's Agenda, maybe like you regularly on some sort of pattern, you change the size of your sub box so you get a variety of covers in different sizes, because I would have liked to try the CP Petite size. But now I just have another mini cover, which I don't really need another cover in the mini. But if you're a loyalist to one size, obviously, you don't need to do that, but just an idea for those looking to try something different. So you get a set of covers. So I'm guessing this has a pretty good value. And then you get this dashboard, which is interesting. So this is a really thick linen or toothy feeling paper. It's not linen, but it definitely has that tooth to it. And it has layered on it and it actually, you can't see, but this photo and this sticker is actually stickered on top. Like you can feel the layers. So it is like a stacked layer, like journaling card stickers on top of a dashboard. I mean, you probably don't want to peel it off, but those are stickers stuck on the dashboard. And the idea being that can layer right under like that. And it does look layered. So that is a pretty cool, item to include in the box. And again, I don't know their price points for this, but maybe this is why the inserts were not that awesome. I always consider like pen pouches to be the highlight of the box. Personally, that's just my thing. I like collecting bags and organization and stuff. So maybe for some it was that caddy, for some it was the cover set. But for me, I am curious about this. So this is one of those pen pouches that is elastic and wraps around your planner, but you could totally use this over a book too. And not only is this elastic, but this adjusts. So that's actually quite rad. I think the aesthetic of this is nice, but white is not going to last long in my house for sure. And because this is something that you actually strap on the front of your planner or your book or your journal, like, I don't know who's going to get this to stay white. Maybe you can bleach it. I don't know. But it's got that, not plastic, but it's got that sheen material. So maybe it'll wipe off. You've got a fabric tag for cloth and paper. And then I hate zippers like this. Come on, cloth and paper. So really teeny tiny zipper to open it up. Oh boy. Come on, I was really excited about this one. Again, just to draw a comparison to the Jane's Agenda subscription. When Jane's Agenda does things with zippers, y'all, it is a meaty zipper that pulls really well. So zippers, point to Jane's Agenda for zippers. So here's the inside. This probably would wipe off pretty well if ink splattered in it. This is pretty low profile, so you're not going to fit Tombos in here, willing to bet. Let's just grab these pens, see how many will fit. I have some calligraphs here, actually, from a project. They won't fit calligraphs, which are a little bit smaller than Tombos. Here's my bone. I use this for regular planning. It will fit my bone. Impressive. Let's see. Let's just grab a few more pens. This is the Sarasa Dry soft grip. A Unipin pen. So this is a pretty thick pen here. So we have 4, one being pretty thick. This is a ballpoint pen from Walmart. Did a Walmart stationery video a while back. Check it out if you're curious. They have some aesthetic stuff. This is a Edding metallic pen. That doesn't fit. Let's try a mild liner. That's gonna fit. Okay, so that's the max I'd want to go with this one, especially with the zipper. Man, I'm disappointed in the zipper. But that fits. Okay, let me grab. We'll grab. This is not a planner, but this is an A5 journal. So it's gonna serve the same purpose. Stick this guy on, and actually we can tighten this back up. So I like that it's adjustable. That fits nice. I really like that it's adjustable. I actually like that a lot. So I'm kind of conflicted because I like that it's adjustable. I like that this is, I was going to say sticky. This is stretchy. And I like the aesthetic of it, but it's white, so it's going to get dirty quickly. And I absolutely hate the zipper. I wish that they had spent a little bit more on a quality zipper. But otherwise, oh, you know what? I wonder if we could, there's a pouch on the front here. But I guess if you're packing it in, actually you could probably do that. Maybe your more used pens on the front for easy access. Ooh, we got the AirFit grip on the front. That's the thick one. I wonder if we could add one more pen, actually. Here, we'll do a Pigma Micron. We'll throw in there. Oh, yeah. So, oh, no, that's tight. Don't want to do that. So you're going to fit 4 pens on the inside, 2 on the outside. So 6 pens. I like, oh, man, I'm struggling. I like this. In theory, I like it. But this zipper, you know, sometimes zippers make all the difference. Like if you don't want to deal with fiddling with something, you're not going to use it. So we'll see about this. Also curious, could it go this way? If it's at its tightest. You probably could do it this way if you have a classic size planner or bigger. You could go this way if you want it to be horizontal or landscape mode. All right, friends. So that is everything in the cloth and paper box for February 2025. Let's get our little roundup here. We've got our carrier container thing. Would love some ideas for how to use this. Share them in the comments. And then other people who are getting the cloth and paper box can see those ideas and put it to good use. So we like sharing information around here. Sharing is caring. We've got our cover set. Here, we'll just do this here. Cover set. We've got our pens. One is a bop, the other is a flop. Can we say that? I don't know. Do people talk like that anymore? Am I showing my age? I'm an elder millennial, okay? I say bop and flop. We have journaling cards, the calendar card, the inserts, the stickers, and is that everything? Yeah, I think that's everything. So let me, oh no, here we go. There we go. So that is everything in the February 2025 cloth and paper box. Let me know if you have any questions, what you think of these items. Every month when I'm paying attention and I have to make a decision about whether or not I'm going to skip the box. And then like, do I want to renew that every 3-month or every 6-month cycle? I always have like this, Like, do I want to get it? Do I not want to get it? I just like stationery and seeing all the things for myself. So I think it's going to be a box that I keep getting and sharing with you as much as possible so that you guys can decide if this is something that's up your alley. Sometimes it's not for me, but it might be for somebody else. Sometimes I love something and y'all hate it. You know, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. Come hang out with me over on Instagram. My handle is The Joyful Sojourn, and over there is where you can see one of my morning rituals. And if you want to hang out with me again, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel. Like this video, it helps me out, lets people know that we are here doing the things. And until next time, friend, God bless you. God bless you and keep you. Do something creative today. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.